It all came together for the Heat.
They're disappointed. They felt like we could have won this series.
And this is just the beginning.
We've been looking forward to this matchup.
They're the champs. You always got to bring it to the champs.
Little extracurricular right there. Their only desire is to win.
We want to beat them as much as they want to beat us.
They're trying to win a championship. We're trying to win a championship.
We have to make them work. They're champions, okay? They're going to get up and pressure us.
Since they hate us, then I guess we got to return the favor.
It's a game that we have circled.
They're going to give us everything.
I love to play them every day.
Two great teams just going punch for punch.
Doesn't get much better than this.
Get ready for battle.
There's no love lost between these two teams.
Losing Game 7 in Miami really lit a spark under the Pacers.
It's going to be a heated game, but they kind of don't like each other, like Mike Tyson and Holyfield.
Tonight, it's the Pacers with the league's best record against the Miami Heat.
To be the best, got to go through them to beat them.
This is starting to feel like a playoff game. Scola gets the offensive rebound. And George buries the three.
This is a very good win.
Did a good job of making their team better this year. That's all the good stuff I got to say about Indiana.
Round two, in terms of a December game, doesn't get much better than this. Wade to the basket, lays it in. 3-on-2. James to Allen. Allen, it's good! That'll do it. Miami with a thrilling turnaround here in the fourth quarter.
It was definitely played at a playoff level. It was two great teams that's striving for the same thing, and that's to win a championship.
Champions behave like champions before they're champions.
Two great teams that's striving for the same thing, and that's to win a championship.
Stevenson and Chalmers.
No hard feelings against each other. We just playing hard.
George, the mid-range jumper. I like it. Play through it. Miami with a thrilling turnaround here in the fourth quarter. It's what beating the Miami Heat in this building is about. James to Allen. Allen, it's good! Miami with the come-from-behind win to even up the season series between these two rivals.
Indianapolis, Indiana was once inhabited by the Native American tribe, the Miami. Tonight we come full circle as the city is the backdrop to a showdown between number 1 and number 2, the Pacers against the Heat. The King has arrived, and the countdown to his prodigious talents being on display in Naptown is next.
Today is just another game for us to get better, and that's how we're looking at it. But just the circumstances, you're correct. It is a very unique opportunity for both teams to kind of really catapult themselves and give themselves a better chance heading into the rest of the season. And I think that's what makes it for a big game. I think us being the same is very interesting dynamic, whether it's average, good, or bad. You know, we're still top 2 in the East. We're playing for that number 1 seed, and we've had the same march, and it hasn't been pretty. So we're trying to salvage it and continue to get better.
Good evening and welcome to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. Bankers Life Fieldhouse, downtown Indianapolis. The calendar says late March, but the intensity and the impact is more like May. It's the Heat and the Pacers, the top 2 in the East, renewing their rivalry tonight in Indiana's gym.
If I know one thing that's true, it ain't what you say, it's what you do.
Their love is not just for the game, but for winning. And winning it all has been the Pacers' only objective since June of last year.
The time has run out on the Indiana Pacers. The Miami Heat are headed to the NBA Finals.
But they must get past the Heat, and that starts with earning home court advantage for the postseason to come.
Champions behave like champions before they're champions.
The race is tight. The teams are elite.
Hibbert is destroying Miami.
The stakes are high.
How about that?
And this rivalry is as hot as it gets.
Stevenson and Chalmers
Going for a fight.
Paul George for the jab for three. Count them all at the rim.
Indiana. Miami. They'll spill their guts on the floor tonight.
This is starting to feel like a playoff game.
We're building toward the end.
But hey, that's love.
The Indiana Pacers, led by their all-star Paul George. They've been atop the East all season long. But tonight, the Miami Heat, LeBron James and the two-time defending champs, a chance to pull even in the loss column and within one game in the standings with 3 weeks left in the regular season. Time for a rematch of that great 7-game Eastern Conference Finals from a year ago. Using that size on the backboard and offensively. Late shot clock now for Hibbert. Taken away by Cole. James takes off.
And that's where Miami's at their best. Forcing over, they force turnovers. Nice play on the deflection, and then no one better at the basket than LeBron James.
Gives Miami some energy, and Frank Vogel takes timeout. Point game in here against Portland earlier this year. Threw that one away. Here is Wade all the way. So often look for the charge and block. Indiana's the best team defending the opposition in the league when they take shots in that restricted area. Hibbert over Haslam. It was well defended. He pushed him out. And a shot clock violation as it never hit the rim. It hit the side of the backboard.
And that's what Oden wasn't doing to Hibbert. Haslam made his catch tough, which made him catch it further out and then bodied him down low to make him take a very difficult.
As you heard Dwayne Wade remind his team before the game, both teams have blown big leads in the first 2 regular season meetings. James on the attack, falls down, but finds Bosch. Knocks down the 3, and it's a 1-point game. And Frank Vogel will take timeout.
Well, this is offense by accident. Very well defended play by the Pacers. Very fortunate play by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. Chris Bosh shows off that extended range and cuts the Pacer lead to 1.
Bosch had the game's ceiling block in the win Monday over Portland. Hill on the drive again. It is Bosch with a block. And the outlet to Wade, who's got James.
Great poise by Wade. Well, good block as George Hill turns the corner by Bosch, which ignites the fast break opportunity it would be on.
It is technical fouls on both Wade and Stevenson.
I just don't understand that. What did Stevenson do right there? He got pushed.
George had traffic inside, couldn't connect. He and Haslam behind the play as James attacks Stevenson. And what? On the continuation, the bump by Stevenson. And James will go for the 3-point play.
And this is where you have to keep your poise. In these tough games, and again, that's a no call to me. You're gonna take some tough calls.
Lightly. And then watch Stevenson look back at Wade, say something, and watch Wade. He'll say, hey, wait a minute, that should be a T. And the Heat team surrounds David Jones, and the official says, yes, that's a T. And he's gone.
He said what? I'm just saying. I don't like the even in harm's way.
Exactly. It's got to be on the guy first. He gave the official the decision. James hits a 3. He screams back at the crowd. LeBron has half the Miami. Man, every call feels like there's controversy attached to it. Way to the basket. over Hibbert, and a foul. Just the second field goal of the half for Dwayne Wade.
And this is where Wade is great. These random basket cuts as penetration occurs. Full speed cut, attacks the body of Hibbert. The right decision.
So the Indiana Pacers up 2 in the loss column and cannot lose the head-to-head tiebreaker with Miami with 10 games left in the season. Pacers 84, Heat 83. With Jeff Van Gundy and Israel Gutierrez, Mike Tirico, we send it to Salt Lake City. Dave Pash and Hubie Brown for the Grizzlies and the Jazz.